I don't think there's a man, woman, or child alive today who doesn't enjoy a tasty beverage. Perfect and right on time. Here we go. Dear Dave, letter number one begins. My wife and I are interested in what that thing is that goes up and down in the background when you first come out for the show and whether anybody has ever gotten whacked by it. This is best regards, Paul Benoit, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Paul is talking about this thing here. I don't know if you can see it. Do you see that thing? It goes, look at that. It goes, now it's going down, and in a couple of seconds, see, it goes right back up. You know, it'll go right back up, and it's one of them Sears automatic garage door opener deals. I've been in television a long time. I have no idea what you call that. But the truth of it is, it can be a hazard. And I won't lie to you. We've had a couple of ugly episodes. Watch. Take a look at this tape. I'm telling you, we are still doing the paperwork for the insurance company on that one. Letter number two. Dear Dave, letter number two. By the way, we refer to number two as the deuce. That's what we call it, the deuce. Letter number two is the deuce. Dear Dave, what does Biff, talking about Biff Henderson, one of our stage managers, he always seems to have a scowl on his face lately. Chris Schmidt, Cheektowaga, New York, Cheektowaga. Chris Schmidt. Well, I don't know if that's true. Where is Biff Henderson? Biff, are you around, buddy? There he is. Hey, Biff, how you doing, pal?
Fine, Dave.
I got a letter here. Got a letter here that says, lately, it seems like you always have a scowl on your face. Is something wrong? Something troubling you?
Dave, I've got a nagging medical problem, and it's kind of painful. The doctors can't figure out what to do with it.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you can't be too careful these days. And I don't want to pry, but I certainly do hope whatever that is clears up, Biff. And I'm sorry to embarrass you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Biff. Now, that's comedy. We are still filling out the paperwork for the insurance on that. You know what I'm saying, kids? Hey, kids out there, you kids out there, 10, 11 years old, thinking one day you'd like to have a TV show. That's comedy. You see what happened there? He had like a lobster hooked to his ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at that. Kids can thank me later, but my God, that's comedy at its finest right there. Had a lobster hooked to his ass. In rehearsal, we tried a bluefish. Went right to the lobster. Huge laughs. Dear Dave, what exactly do you do after the taping of the show? Ryan Euler, East Islip, New York. What do I do after the show? Excellent question. We get this a lot, and I can show you. Watch the videotape. Here's what I do after the show.
Jerry!
Would you mind signing an autograph?
It's for our son, Casey.
Thank you very much.
This will mean so much to him.
Thanks, Mr. Springer.
We love your show.
There we are.
Thank you.
Mr. Springer.
Thank you. See what I did? You know what we should have done? Should have done there. Somebody make a note. We should have had a lobster hooked to my ass for that one. I wish I had a lobster hooked to my ass now. Oh, man, you can't. But comedy ain't comedy if you don't have a lobster hooked to your ass. Letter number 4. This is the quad. This is the quad. Letter number 4 is the quad, right? Number 2 is the deuce. Number 4 is the quad. Okay. Dear Dave, I often see you threaten to replace your studio audience in the middle of your show because of their bad behavior. But have you ever actually had to do that? Tom Frick, Cumberland, Maryland. Tom, let me just reiterate that as a rule, Tom, we get the very best audiences in television. Now, wait a minute, okay. But don't kid yourself. Oh, come on. Occasionally, even among the nicest people, there could be a disturbance. Now, when that does happen, we try to handle it as discreetly as possible. Let me show you what happens if somebody, for one reason or another, is acting up. Where's there a guy? That guy right over there. Stand up, sir. Yeah, let me see you. Right over there. Where are you? There. Yeah, right. Hi, how are you? Well, not you. Sit down. I need to talk to the guy with the lobster hook to his ass. What's your name, sir?
Scott.
Okay, now, Scott, you've been beautifully behaved, but let's just say that something goes haywire and you're making a fool out of yourself, and we have to talk it over a little bit. We have to take a little time out.
Okay.
Here's how that works. Boys, take care of it, will you? All right, first we get a couple of CBS pages. There we go. Now, the pages take him right outside to 53rd Street, okay? Here now, here's where the fun begins. Let's see what Scott's up to now. Got a couple of New York City cabs. That's regular 1-inch chain. You can get it at any hardware store in America. There we go. You see one? Heads for the Hudson. The other one goes to the East River. And that's our little policy. Thanks for helping out, by the way, Scott. Okay. Close up the CBS Mailbag. Here we go.
Letters, we get letters, we get sacks and sacks of